Now, Jamie Oliver is here with something very tasty. You are cooking something delicious.
A few things. I like to spoil you two. I like to try and get these people excited. It's all about the veg.
Yeah.
It's all about the veg.
Well, we are all trying to be a bit more conscious about what we're eating, not having meat all the time.
Do you know what? Meat is kind of...
Look at
this
that
is
thing.
an allotment.
That is a monster.
What the hell is that?
That is an allotment cottage pie.
Wow.
And there are principles to dragging out intense, deep flavours that give you the effect of meatiness, for sure.
So you don't miss it, because people go, oh, but you'll miss all the flavour and you'll miss all that comfort and you'll miss this, but actually...
When I wrote this book, I wrote it primarily for my dad.
Right.
Because I knew that if he would be happy with these kind of recipes, then I would have a good chance of doing a book that was good for everyone. So I am a meat eater, and this is my first vegetarian cookbook. The theory is that everything's telling us, whether it's your wallet, the environment, or your health, more veg is good. People think it's about looking forward. Guys, it's not. It's about looking back. This is what our grandparents did. This is normal, whether you're a meat eater, fish eater, vegan, veggie, this, that, and the other. I just believe that food shouldn't be divisive.
Yeah.
Good food is for everyone.
Although you have been quite controversial.
I have been controversial, but that's when it comes to the health of our kids, the future of our nation. And you know I'm very passionate about our kids.
So what's in this? Is this...
So this is just hearty, cheap, everyday veg. You've got carrots in there, onions, you've got swede, you colour it up, you use things like rosemary. You give it the time in the pan, and then you continue as a normal cottage pie.
Right.
Smash it out, happy days. Comfort food galore.
Because it's still got that, it's got that texture,
Depth.
the same sort of texture and depth where you kind of...
So where does the depth come from that you would normally get
Time in the pan.
Right.
British people have a tendency, with all respect, to get the wet stuff in pots very quickly. So boiled stuff can be nice, but it can't be delicious. So let it caramelise, access the natural sugars and the depth of flavour, get colour, and then you're onto something as delicious as that.
Well,
you smash it up with your greens, and you've got gravy there. Delicious. Over here, lovely people, I know you're a fan of pasties, so this is the classic recipe.
Grew up in Cornwall, mate.
Minus the skirt steak.
OK.
So, again, a lot of people that are trying to cut meat out or go a little bit lighter think they can't have these delicious things. So flaky, classic pastry, half fat to flour. And then I've got the classic potatoes, onions, mushrooms in here with lots of black pepper. There's a little process that I've got. I know. But if you open up a little pocket and shove some of that salad in there, I'm telling you, and a bit of mustard.
Salad in a pasty?
Oh, OK, let me...
You filthy pervert!
Okay, let me grab us that knife. Grab us that knife. Let me show you a technique. Yeah, cut one of these in half, darling. So around the world, the pasty has gone. And the idea that you have a mobile package, so look into there, look into the heart and soul. And remember, there's no meat in here. But the minute you hit this up with a ruddy good smearing of English mustard, come on, Eileen.
I tell you what.
And then get that in there.
This is delish.
Shove that in the hole, and go on, Dirt Tiger. Get amongst it.
I'm not doing that. You can't make me do it.
You go for it, I'll fill the time. Guys, it's going to be beautiful. Now, there's a technique to accessing flavour from mushrooms that give you that richness. If you season it with salt and chop rosemary...
That mustard, I mean, English mustard is hot, but woo!
I like mustard. You don't like mustard?
No, I did like
give it a good... To be honest, I did give it a good...
on there.
Yeah, I did. If you season it with salt and leave it for 5 minutes, if you watch me now, the water that comes out allows you to access the flavour, and then that sort of dense veg mix you can put on top.
And that's not going to leave it really salty, though, because it just doesn't taste salty.
The salt is in here. What? You need that seasoning. So, you know, so it gives it the seasoning, but you soften up the veggies and you get the flavour from the mushrooms. So, shall we have a little go? So just grab it.
The mushrooms are so good.
Very good. Deep flavour if you work with it.
Is there apple in this salad?
Yes. So apple, watercress, and all those lovely things. Just pinch it over. It doesn't matter if you do it badly or not. The pastry is very forgiving. We have a little egg wash. Cook it until gorgeous with a little egg wash. There, look at that. There you go, Phillip.
Have you done this before, Phil?
Might have done.
Yeah, he's a pro. So we've got some other dishes going on here. Something a bit classy. Tomatoes. If you want to get that beautiful greenhousey flavour, whole garlic bulb goes in. We have a little thyme. That was very good, sorry.
Is no one actually going to look at what I just did?
Well done. It's beautiful.
That is very good, and I would say it's debatably as good as mine, so well done. Well done. That's a pro. A little egg wash in the oven. Happy days. So back to the tomatoes. If you want to get intense flavour, simple, a little pinch of salt and pepper, a little olive oil.
I love the way you
And we're going to use thyme, great herb, and pop it in the oven. Let the oven do the work. 160, 180.
Keep them all on the vine.
Leave it for an hour. If you turn it over so it's vine size down, The smell of a greenhouse is in the vine.
Yeah.
So we'll access that. So you whack it in for an hour. That does all the hard work.
It looks like Jamie Oliver's made it, doesn't it?
So that is what we're up.
Oh, Jamie.
So what naturally happens is you just get this amazing sort of weird kind of natural clear broth of tomatoes.
Oh, wowee.
You exaggerate the flavours. So, risotto. This is something that Britain loves, and if you haven't tried it, please have a go. Humble ingredients to start with: onion, finely chopped. Something new.
Yeah.
In the supermarkets, fennel.
Which tastes a bit like sambuca, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but when you cook it properly, it goes sweet.
It always makes me go a bit...
Yeah, no, and I hate sambuca too. It brings back memories of dodgy nights. When you cook it like this, in the pan here is a sofrito. This is the beginning to nearly every soup, stew, sauce. So finely chopped onion and fennel. Give it 10, 15 minutes.
Onion and fennel?
Yes, delicious. So you're getting more veggie and more flavour. The aniseediness that you're kind of saying you don't like turns into sweet and gorgeousness.
OK.
We're then using risotto rice, and this is a plump little rice. Lots of little natural creaminess that comes out of it. And then simply we'll stir and add stock for about 18 to 20 minutes.
I like making a risotto, but I end up drinking the wine as I go.
Well, I'm so glad you said that, because at this stage, I would add wine or vermouth. Is very nice.
And then you just, a little glass for me, glass for the pot, glass for me.
A little bit for the chef. So after 20 minutes, you end up with something like this. And you want a risotto to be oozy. And what's lovely about a risotto, especially at this time of year, it's very comforting. You can go pumpkin, you can go mushrooms.
That's the great thing about it. That's sort of the palette, isn't it? You can colour it with all sorts of things. Peas in there, you can put all sorts of stuff.
So this is a white risotto.
Left
and what's nice about this, I would now finish this with parmesan and a nice knob of butter. And if you could get ready, Phil, with the tomatoes in a spoon here, and put a plate on the board for me. When this is nice and oozy, we can put a little lid on top, let it rest for a little bit, but I'll serve it up. You get a classic little risotto like this, and we'll put the tomato. The juice from the tomatoes makes it so
I'm going to get
so good.
Oh, they're there.
Let's get you plated up.
I can't get them out. There you go.
Well, you're a little bit early, Phil, but that's OK. On here, my darling.
Oh, in the middle of that?
In the middle of that?
Yeah, one proud tomato.
They're all still on the vine.
I know, sorry, darling. This is live TV, it's all fun.
There you are.
A little bit of juice, maybe?
Yeah.
And have a look at that. So that is something very classy. Very beautiful.
We are right up to the wire here.
Well, look,
oh my God, Jamie.
if you want inspiration, there's 120 beautiful recipes. Fill your boots.
It's all about the show as well. Thank you, Jamie. That is
Jamie, thank you.
Oh, thanks for having me. We covered a lot.
Yeah, we did. We did really well.
We will see you on Monday. Eamonn and Ruth.
Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.